Hi, Kiyo.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, yesterday teacher has a brand out. We were not, yeah, you remember that? Last night, teacher got a brand out in the city. I mean, actually, it's Kiyo, the, the lights turned on at around 11 o'clock already. It's very late. That's 10 o'clock
Then I can.
in Vietnam. It's 10 o'clock in Vietnam. In the Philippines, it's around 11 or 11.
At 9 o'clock, I am asleep already.
Oh, you sleep already at 9 o'clock. Very fast. Oh, you sleep very early?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Wait for a while. Okay. So we talk about our, I will share this, Keo.
But teacher, first may I go up, please?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Okay. So we have here KO. Oh, why it's black?
Black.
Yeah, in your place. It's windy. It's
It's not black. It's okay.
okay. Have you seen teacher? Abrihin na
Yeah.
ni. Ano? Okay, ito one. Okay, for okay, so now KO. So you have here the last time you all watch about you have watched about the YouTube, okay? You write there the persons there are discussing about anything about past tenses. Okay, now we have here you can please try to answer 1 to 5 please. Please try to answer 1 to 5. You have to choose the correct form of the verb A, B, or C to complete each sentence. Just underline the correct answer or just encircle. Read it properly. You read it properly. Okay, oh, look at here. Number one. Okay, teacher will check it now. Okay, number one. Okay, where's number one? I don't think I blank Holly before last week party. I don't think I'd met. Okay, very good. Is I'd met Holly before last week party. That's correct. Next. Okay, wait. I will check it. Okay, correct. Number two. My aunt and uncle had no children of their own. So they blank a baby girl last year. So they
Adopt.
adopted. Okay. They adopted a baby girl last year. Not were adopting. Adopted. It means last year they adopted. Number three. This is the correct. Number three. When I got home last night, past tense kayo, I felt quite tired because I very good. Dance. at the club all evening. Okay. Next, number 4. Sean blank with somebody else all last summer. But now he is my sister's boyfriend. Sean had gone out with somebody else. Okay, very good, Kyo. This is correct. Gone out with somebody else last summer. But now he is my sister's boyfriend. Okay, very good, Kyo. Next, number 5. I was born in July 1983. My mother had become a widow only 2 months earlier. Okay, had become a widow only 2 months earlier. Okay, very good. Good job, Kyo. Yay, very good. Good job, Kyo boy. Okay, for a while, Kyo. Okay, so these are your answer. Very good. You've got 4 points for this. Okay, we'll just have the points later. Okay, this is past tense, Kyo. You're doing great now. Okay, use this one. Okay, now, Kyo, you try answering this one, number 4. Look at number 4. Okay, use the given verb form to complete the sentences. Example, this morning, I saw my cousin Emilia while I blank, past continuous. While I was, okay, can you give me an answer for that? Past
I
continuous.
was
I was having, like that. There's past continuous ing form, okay?
I was playing football with
Okay,
my
very
friends.
good. This morning, I saw my cousin Emilia while I was playing football with my friends. Number 2, what's the answer? Nowadays, I go on a holiday with friends, but when I was younger, I used to what? I used to?
I
Nowadays, I go on holiday with friends, but when I was younger, I used to what?
I used to pass.
I used to what? Do you hear the word used to? I used to what? I used to?
I used to.
I used to what? What kayo? I used to? Okay, you find sentences.
Hot.
I used to? Nowadays, I go on holiday with friends, but when I was younger, I used to what? I used
I
to?
you
Oh, sorry kayo. What? I used to what? What do you think is the answer, Kayo? You tell me the answer.
I can't think of the cancer.
Nowadays, I go on holiday with friends, but when I was younger, I used to be inside the house always. Okay, number 3. Look at number 3.
Inside.
Okay, number 3. You look at number 3. Kindly check number 3. My stepbrother was upset and his eyes were red because he past perfect continuous. Do you know this? Had been.
Nope.
My stepbrother was upset and his eyes were red because he had been what? He had been, why his eyes were red? Because he had been,
Because he had been
because he had been what?
I can't see it.
Okay, my brother was upset and his eyes were red because he had been crying all day. Oh, it's only example. Number 4, you give me example for number 4. I made friends with lots of people when I past continuous. What is that? When I made friends with lots of people when
When I was a kid.
when I
When I was a kid.
when I was playing with my friends. Do you remember past continuous was plus the word? Okay, Kiyo. Past continuous, Kiyo. Was plus the verb, plus the verb and or we can have playing. There's ing. Okay, that one. Okay. When we were a kids, we often went to birthday parties where we would, what do you think? Can you add? When we were a kids, we often went to birthday parties where we would what?
When we would. It's hard.
Where we would what? We would or when we were a kids, we often went to the birthday parties where we would what? Play games.
playing
Play
games.
games. So we would play games. What would we do in the party? Play games. What's that? Blew the cake. No, ate the cake. Play balloons
Play
like that.
football.
Oh, in the birthday party, are you sure you're playing football?
Oh, play iPads.
Play the iPads. Yeah. I had a date with
Yeah.
Zaira, but I was late, and by the time I arrived, she had already done. Okay. Now, Keo, I know that would be hard for you. Okay, we will have a short video about past or the progressive tenses. Okay, for a while. I will find here. I will show it to you. Okay, so we have here, Keo. I will share you the screen now.
New life, new beginnings. Get a BDO home loan now.
These days, there is a lot to balance. But Grammarly ensures you communicate at your best.
Quack, quack. Hi, my name is Ronnie. I'm going to go over some grammar with you. Do you hate grammar as much as I do? Oh, it's so confusing.
Hello, I'm Emma from English. A couple of weeks ago, I created a lesson about the present perfect tense, what it looks like, how to use it, and all of that good stuff. I talked about when to use the present perfect simple tense and when to use the past simple tense. Now, if you missed it, you can check it out right here. But after watching that lesson, many of you asked me, so when do we use the present perfect simple tense? And when do we use the present perfect continuous tense? A lot of you also asked, when do we use these words since and for?
Umuto naman nun eh.
Okay, may mom asked to drink something.
Water. Okay.
In this lesson, you will
Okay.
learn the difference between the present simple tense and the present continuous tense,
Okay,
which is
look at
also
kayo.
called the present progressive tense. In other words, you'll learn the difference between saying I work or I am working. So this lesson is part of a series created by Ingrid to help you learn all of the English verb tenses. Now, I have created lessons on each of these tenses separately, and maybe you have already watched them, and now you're watching this,
Aside
which
from
is
teacher
great.
Ann, at least
Or
one lesson.
you can watch this lesson, and then you
Okay.
can go on and watch the other separate lessons, so that you can go into more detail if you wish. So, both of these tenses are basic tenses. However, they don't exist in all languages, and maybe they don't exist in your language. So, pay a little more attention, and as you do, you will understand easily the differences between these tenses. So, shall we begin? Let's go. So, the present simple tense sounds like this: I work. The present continuous tense sounds like this: I am working. So, what's the very basic difference? The basic difference is that I am working talks about something that's happening right now or something temporary that happens for a short time. I work, present simple, talks about something that's true in general or something more permanent, something that lasts for a long time. That's the very basic difference, but we're going to be looking at all of the really specific differences between these two tenses. But first, let's see, what does this tense even look like? What does it sound like? Let's see that. So with present simple, we basically take the subject plus the verb. In this case, our sample verb is work. So it would sound like this. You can say it after me if you like. It's good to repeat things out loud, helps you to feel more comfortable and get used to using it yourself. So we would say, I work, you work, we work, they work. But here we have a difference. He works. We have to add an S there. She works. It works. Okay? Again, once you've studied this tense in detail, you will know all of these changes perfectly. But I'm just giving you an overall view. When it becomes negative, it becomes he does not work. Or if it becomes a question, we would say, does he work? All right? So that's the basis of the present simple. Now let's look at present continuous. Now here, what happens? We have a subject, I, you, he, they, etc., plus the verb to be. We need that helping verb here, plus our basic verb, which in this case is work,
Plus
plus
the
ing. So it's a little bit longer because we have that helping verb in the middle, plus we have ing at the end. Okay? So how does this sound? I am working. You are working. We are working. They are working. He is working. She is working. And it is working. All right? So that's the basic positive form of it. The negative form would be just to add a not. You are not working. He is not working. And if we shorten that, it becomes he isn't working. And if we make it into a question,
you
change the
aren't
order,
working.
we would say, is he working? Are you working? Are they working? And so on. Okay? So that's the basic structure of the two tenses. And next we'll be looking at when to use them.
Okay.
So we use
Keo, can you see this one? Okay, when you say, okay, when you have the questions, you will say, are you working? Because you will say in the question, you are working. So when you ask, you will say, are you working? Is he working, right? Because we need to have the pattern like what is said in the video. We need to I, we, you, and they are plural, and it always had are. Okay, he,
Okay.
she, and it always have s because they are singular. Okay, go Keo.
Use these two tenses in different ways.
This is present
Let's
simple and
understand now
present
what they are.
continuous.
Contribute.
Yes.
So in the present simple, we would say, for example,
Okay.
I live in this building.
building. That's
This
permanent.
is my permanent
I
residence.
live in
This is
Vietnam.
where I
That's
live all
permanent.
the time. So we use present simple. I live. In present continuous, we might say, I am staying at a hotel. This is something temporary. It's not all the time. It's only for some time. So here we have I am staying, which is present continuous. Here we have I live, which is present simple. Permanent, temporary. Next, we could say he plays the guitar. This is true in general. It means he knows how to play the guitar.
How to play the
He
guitar.
plays, present simple. Here we could say he is playing the guitar.
He is playing
That
the guitar.
means he's doing that right now. He is playing now. As soon as we say he is playing, even if we don't use the word now, this tense already means that it's happening right now. Okay? So he plays in general, but he is playing the guitar means it's happening right now. Another example. We watch the news at 9 p.m. We watch, okay? This is to talk about a routine. Every day we watch the news at 9 p.m. All right? So that's to describe a routine, something that happens regularly. Or we could say here, we are watching the news. We are watching means what? In this case, again, it's happening right now.
Now.
Okay? We are watching the news. Call us later. We're just watching the news. Happening now. But every day we watch the news at 9. Okay? So that's a routine. That's again something that's happening now. See the difference?
Yes.
Let's look at another one.
You can see the
The sun
difference now.
sets in the west.
The west.
The
That's
sun
fact,
sets,
Keo.
okay? Sun rises in the morning, the sun sets in the evening. This is just a fact, okay? So we use present simple to talk about facts. But here we could say, look, how beautiful. The sun is setting. The sky is all orange and pink and lovely colors. So this means the sun is setting, means it's happening right now. All right? So here it was a fact. The sun sets in the west. It's just a fact. And here
Look.
it's happening now.
Now.
So these are the first few
It's not
differences
temporary,
between these
Keo.
two
It's not permanent,
tenses.
Keo. This is
Now
only
here are
temporary.
some more differences.
Okay, look at that one.
In present simple, we would say the price rises every year.
That's general.
This is something that happens in general.
That's true.
In present continuous, we might say the price is rising this year.
this
This
year.
is a trend.
It's not
This is the general
permanent.
direction in which
Temporary.
things are changing. So here the price is rising this year, but the price rises every year. Okay? This is present simple. Next, suppose we want to talk about a habit. We might say, she always takes the bus.
That's habit.
She always takes.
Okay, every
But
day.
here we might say, she is always complaining
always
about the bus.
complaining about
So
the
when
bus.
you're talking about a negative habit, then we can use present continuous. But if you're just talking about a regular habit, then you would use present simple. All right? Next, we could say in present simple, the flight leaves at 7 p.m. Now, why do we use present simple for that? Because it's a regularly scheduled event, right? The flight leaves at 7 p.m. That's the schedule. It always leaves at
Yes.
7 p.m. But in present continuous, we might say
The
the
flight,
is leaving.
now.
The flight is leaving means what? The flight is leaving right now.
Now.
Okay, and we know that because we have
Is leaving.
Here we had just leaves. Okay, and now here's something where both of these tenses can actually be used for the same purpose, but in different ways, with different language. So we could say, for example, even though this is the present simple, and even though this is the present continuous, until now we have been talking about present uses. But let's look at this example. This is different. The flight leaves at 7 p.m. tomorrow. What? Rebecca, really?
Tomorrow.
Leaves, present
The flight
simple, and
leaves at
tomorrow?
7 p.m.
Yes, we
tomorrow.
could say that, and we do say
Tomorrow.
it sometimes. Why? Because it's kind of connected with this one, because it's a regularly scheduled event, right? Then we could use it to talk about tomorrow. Okay, and
Okay, the flight
sometimes we
leaves
do.
at 7 p.m.
So we could
tomorrow.
say the flight leaves at 7 p.m. tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And it's kind of connected to this idea of the schedule. All right? But similarly, you could also say the flight is leaving at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Again, you're saying, Rebecca, really? This is present continuous. Why are we using it to talk about the future? Because we can. It has a special use where we can say use present continuous to talk about something in the future, but you have to say something like tomorrow, next week, next Monday, next year. You have to give the time. Because if you say the flight is leaving at 7 p.m., what does it mean? It's leaving right now. But or a little bit in the future. But if we say the flight is leaving at 7 p.m. tomorrow, then we know for certain it's in the future. And yes, we can also use present continuous along with a few other ways to talk about the future. There's one other really important difference between the present simple tense and the present continuous tense. And that has to do with the kind of verbs we can use with each tense. So one way to divide verbs in English is to see whether it's an action verb or whether it's a stative verb. An action verb is something that has action. For example, run or jump, or sing and dance, read and write. These are all action verbs. And action verbs we can use in the present simple tense, and we can also use them in the present continuous tense. For example, I could say she runs, as in she runs every day, or she is running, like she's running right now. But stative verbs are different. Stative verbs describe a state or condition. It could be a mental state, it could be an emotional state, it could talk about possession, it could talk about certain senses. And there is a list of stative verbs which you need to learn when you're studying English grammar, because most of the time we cannot use the stative verbs in the continuous tenses. But with the present simple, you can use all the verbs. You can use the action verbs and you can use stative verbs. No problem. All right? So, for example, we can definitely say, he knows them, or we like them. Being something mental, and like being something emotional. All right? So,
Okay.
present simple, use any verb
So
you
now,
like.
Kayo,
The present continuous, be careful.
so you
Definitely
like this?
you can use
Present
the
simple,
action verbs,
present.
but if you're not sure about the stative verbs, avoid them. As a general rule, be careful of using any
Using
stative
action.
verbs.
Okay, so those Kyo, so we have learned that some example of, so I will have to answer it actually Kyo, it's not yet done. It will, okay, in the next I will have to continue more and more slowly. We can learn that one. Okay, so we have here Kyo some of the words that we have to ask for our speaking test. Okay, now we are already in speaking part 2. That's speaking part 2. Wait. Kyo part 2 speaking. Okay. Now here, Kyo, I will be showing you some of pictures. Okay. Do you like, okay, we have here for a while. This one, Kyo. Okay. Look at this one. It's your turn to first look at the photograph. Okay. What have you seen in the photograph? Number 1, Kyo, number 1 picture. What can you say about the picture in number 1?
I can see they are at the restaurant eating and chatting together.
Okay, they are chatting with each other. This one, they are in the restaurant. How about this one? Are they eating a meals or just drinking what?
They just drinking and eating.
Okay, in number 1, they are eating a meal. But how about picture number 2? What did they eat in picture number 2?
They are eating.
In picture number 2, what did they eat?
They are eating some salad, I think.
They are eating some
They are
salad.
eating salad.
Yeah, they are eating salad only. Okay. Next here. Look at in here, number 1. Okay. In picture number 1, it shows people in the restaurant. Can you see that? It shows people in the restaurant. Comparing the two photographs and say what you think could be enjoyable about having a meal there. Okay, I will ask you. Now, what do you think is enjoyable here? What do you think?
Uh, they are
Okay. Okay, wait.
eating and chatting
By,
together happily.
okay. Okay. What do you think is the difference between the two pictures? They are both eating. Two of the people, two different people, they are eating. What do you think is the difference?
They
Ate,
are
dali.
in the different
Sila nga,
restaurants.
oh. No? Magawa sa. They are eating in the different restaurant. Aside from that one, what are they eating? Okay, can you see that? Please check
They
their
are
meals.
eating different fruits.
Okay.
They are eating different fruit. Food. They are eating different food.
Okay. They are eating different food. Kandi, oh, nalangaw. They are eating the different food. Okay, of course, they are eating different food in the restaurant. Okay. Okay. How about number 2? Please try to check number 2 pictures. Okay, here, this is the number 2. What is the difference? And you can please tell me about that.
One are eating, two of them.
Day.
One are
Cha,
buying
cha, cha.
food and one are eating outside.
Okay, here. So in the two pictures, you can see, look at the first picture. You can see here that it's number 3. Okay, look at 3 and 4 pictures. What have you seen?
I can see in picture 3, I can see the men are buying some food to eat.
Okay. The man is trying to buy some food to eat. It's in picture number 3. How about in picture number 4?
I can see they are
It's
outside.
in picture number 4. Okay, and outside, the man here is trying, I guess this is the waiter. And the waiter is trying to get the order of the girl. Okay, right? You can see this is the waiter. And the waiter is trying to get the order of the girl here in the picture. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah, you can see that one. The girl is trying, or the man is trying to get the order of the girl in the picture.
Yeah, I can see
Okay,
that.
so look and see that one. Now,
Yeah.
Keo, let's move this one. Okay. As you can see here, the pictures 1 and 2. Can you see the pictures 1 and 2? Look at the pictures 1 and 2. Which points A to F are the same or similar in two photos and which are different? Okay, look at the one. Which points, letter A to F, okay, A to F, look at A to F, are the same or similar in two photos? What do you think? Is
They
there a
are,
room? Is there a room in the two photos? There a room?
yeah.
What do you think? Is there a room? Do you think there is? You
No.
pick, Keo. It's A, B, C, D, E, F. In letter A to F, look at the numbers here. You have to pick what are the similar in the two photos, in the two pictures. Example, pictures 3 and 4. What are the similar in 3 and 4? It is the room, the food and the drinks, the number of people, or the people appearance, what the people are doing. What do you think? You
Food,
choose.
the food and drink.
Food and drink. Number what else?
Else,
What else? What else? It's the
it's
food and the drink. What
a
else?
restaurant.
It's the
Restaurant.
Yeah, it's the restaurant. Next, another one. It's the
It's
another. Look at here.
outside.
A to F. A to F. You look at letter A to F.
Yeah. I can see.
Look at A here. A, B, C, D, E, F. Look at letter A to F. What is the difference?
I can see some different now.
Okay. How about the number of people? Is it different? The number of people in 3 and 4. You check the number of people. You check the number of people. Okay, look at number 3. Number 3 has 2 people only, 2 person. And number 4, look at there are 3 persons in number 4. Okay, how about the people age? Nawa, nag-internet, nawa. Di oy. Okay, again, Kia. It's here. Okay. So we have here about first is the food and the drink. Okay. Second is the number of people, because you can see here the number of people, there are only 2. But in number 4, there are 3, right? 1, 2, 3. The people's age, look at letter D. Are there a different about this? The people's age
Yeah.
is?
Different.
Yeah. In number 3, you can see that they are quite older. But in number 4, look at this is quite younger, and then this is a kids, like overscore the people appearance. Look at the appearance. In number 3, the 2 persons are seems happy. They are smiling. But in here,
There's one.
they are not smiling. They are quite serious. Look at number 4. They are quite serious. The person here is not quite serious, not smiling. What the people are doing? Of course, in here, the person is
Yeah, bye.
trying to buy something.
Stop.
But in here, the boy here is trying to let the customer order. So there is the difference in here. Okay? If we're going to look at number 1, okay. When we say here, the food and drinks, they are different because this one, they are eating, but this one, they are drinking. Okay. About the number of people, they are the same. 2. 2 in the number 1, 2 in the number 2. About when we say the people's age, I guess, they are just not far with each other. I guess they are in the 30s or 40s. They are not that far. How about the expressions, their faces? You can see that they are both happy. They are smiling, right? Look at this girl. Number 2 is smiling.
Yeah.
Number 1,
There's
they are also smiling. Okay, that's their appearance. Okay, so we can see here the difference based on the given points. Okay.
Okay.
Now here, Keo, so you can please replace. We have here fixing and reading too. We have here reading and the use of English. This is fix the,
Fixing the voices.
okay. Fixing the phrases here. Okay. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's fixing the phrases. Okay. Now here, replace the underlined words with these fixed phrases. Okay. Let's have here number 1. We only have 5 minutes left. Okay. Number 1. Can you see number 1?
Yeah.
Look at number 1. You try to look the answers here. The answers can be found here. Okay, what's number 1? When I'm with my best friend Sophie, I feel completely relaxed. What do you mean by the word completely relaxed? What is that?
Completely relaxed. That don't have any work more.
Okay, you have no Kyo. You have
But I
to
don't have
pick. You have to pick your answers from here in the box. What do you think is the answer in the box?
break my heart.
Break my heart, completely relaxed. Break my heart. Are you sure?
No,
Break my heart. What do you mean by break my heart?
take me
Here,
for
Julian.
granted.
Okay. Completely relaxed. Take you for granted. It means take for granted. I don't care about you, Kayo. Like that. It's taking for granted. I don't care about you. Okay, what's that? Hair ba? You fix your hair. Okay, next. Completely relaxed, it means at ease. So I am at ease. Okay, for a while, Kayo. Just for a while. Okay, next. When you say completely relaxed, it means you are at ease. Okay, number 2. Yeah, that's the word at ease. Okay, here. Number 2. Oh, that's completely relaxed. Okay, number 2.
Completely relaxed.
He keeps sending me silly text messages and starting to annoy me. What do you mean by the word annoy me? He keeps on sending the silly text messages and it's starting to annoy me. Annoyed me means break my heart, leave me alone, lost touch, is attracted to, get
Leave me
on my
alone.
nerves, get on my nerves. What?
Leave me alone.
Okay, leave me alone? No. The answer Okay, the answer is annoy me is get on my nerves, getting angry. Get on my nerves. It means get angry. Annoy me. It's get angry. I am getting angry already. Number 3. Louise, okay, for a while here. I want to, okay. Number 4. Louis doesn't seem very intelligent the first time you see him, but he is. Okay? The first time you see him, what do you mean by that one? The first time you saw him is what? It is, what does it mean, Kiyo? The first time you see him is what?
Is
What is it?
at first sight.
Okay, at first sight,
At
teacher.
first
Very good.
sight.
It's at first sight. Oh, it's at first sight. Okay, very good, Kiyo. So, at first sight, okay, Louis doesn't seem very intelligent at first sight, but he is. Okay, very good. You are correct with this. Number 5, let's continue this tomorrow. Okay, and to this evening. Okay, number 5, from the way Zul looks at Mark, I think she really likes him. What do you, she really likes him? Attracted to or break my heart? Likes him means?
Lose touch.
Lose in touch? I like him. I lost touch in you? Like means lose in touch. Are you sure?
No, I'm not very sure.
Okay. Attracted mean it is like him. It means attracted to. You are attracted to. That's the answer, Keo. Attracted to. Okay. Okay, Keo.
Okay.
So tonight we will continue that one. Okay. So I will be saying goodbye today. I will continue that tonight. Tonight we will continue the discussion. Okay, Keo.
Okay.
Okay, for now, teacher will say goodbye, Boy.
So goodbye, teacher.
Okay, I will just add the points tonight. Okay?
Okay, goodbye, teacher.